Birdie's not BS. Oh, I love saying that. Birdie's not BS. Dougie Fresco here. Cheyenne Wood. Shy, let me tell you something. I know this is episode 2, but it's so good to see you. What's up?
Not much. It's good to see you too.
I know. I feel like
I've got to get used to this again, seeing you every week.
Oh, that's how this is gonna go already. Okay,
that's a good thing. I
appreciate it. No, I appreciate you saying that. You know what I'm saying? We all been working on some different things, so it's nice to come back home and where it feels good here. And Birdie's not BS, but as we always say, like where in the world? Well, I'm not gonna ask you where you are this week. I'm gonna ask you what do you got going on? What do you got coming up? Where are we gonna see you at? I feel like I ain't seen you in a while. Where you at?
No, I've been everywhere. Last week, obviously, the Masters. The week before that, I was actually at Augusta National, looking at the women's amateur, Augusta Women's Am and drive, tip, and putt. So, we're always somewhere doing something, but we're lucky this year. Obviously, we can travel, we can get going to events and have things to do. So nice it's fun. So we got to be grateful, right? Busy is always good.
So, Shy, here on our show, we always come in with a topic that we like to dive into and get frisky with. But look, I've got one this week for you, and I want to go back and forth on it because I find it very interesting, this evolution of golf media and kind of media as a whole. I feel like we're getting golf now from so many more directions than it's ever come. And I feel inundated with instruction and teaching, instruction, and lifestyle. And I feel like there's a new clothing line to buy some golf clothes like that's popping up every week.
I don't know if it's just me or just us, or I just speak on my end. I do feel like for some reason the last 12 months, maybe because we haven't had anything else to do but talk about golf and post stuff online, but there's been so many new things that have popped up in the last year within golf media, golf businesses. But in terms of the evolution of golf media, I've definitely noticed a growth, a change, something. Me personally, I know we're going to be talking about is it authentic? Is it just following a trend? Is it because it looks good? But I definitely notice within golf media, golf marketing, obviously everyone's pushing diversity, right? That's the one thing I've noticed the most in the golf industry. Every aspect is let's put some color in there.
Let's put a little color in there. Sprinkle.
And I love it because it's something that we didn't have and we needed. But I do wonder, is it the evolution of golf, or is it them just following what everybody else is doing and what they say needs to be done? I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Well, it's like the protests last year, and earlier this year, and these injustices that came out, the George Floyd's, Breonna Taylor's. I feel like a lot of people finally got to see and feel kind of what minorities go through and try to convey to the larger masses, this notion of institutional racism and these types of things. I feel like is now at the forefront, and people are actually kind of proactive about what can we do about it. And, but in doing something about it, I feel kind of, I'm interested in it because I don't always feel like it's pure. I don't always feel like the media is necessarily talking about the talent of the golfers. They're more interested in the story. Here's a person that's gone through these trials and these tribulations that happens to be a person from a diverse background or a have-not or black, brown, Hispanic, etc. Let's give this person a chance and let's elevate them via our media platform. But it just I don't know. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's pure. I don't know if they really want this or if they're trying to just do something to check a box off the diversity I did shit. You know what I mean? Checklist.
Yeah. And I guess, for me, I am a little torn about the intentions, but at the end of the day, it's good for the game. I believe it's good for the game. I know growing up, there was not diversity or representation on different golf programs or golf media or golf posts, golf businesses promoting clothing and stuff. So at the end of the day, it's good long term. I think it's good. All we can do is wait and see. So
wait
I don't know.
We gotta wait and see. That's the thing. I feel like we've been
wait
waiting
and see how long it lasts and if it's genuine, right? I don't know.
But you know what's crazy though, and then there are some positives though. When we talk about the golf media, let's get on the network side. I feel like there have been some strides, but people need to understand when you come from a diverse background, and I'm gonna say it like that, when you come from a diverse background, you need people and places to show you that you can get there, to show you like
Right.
how this is possible. This can happen for a person like me from my background. And I do feel like overall, we're not seeing shifts there. I'm not seeing much
Hmm.
shift on the network side. Um,
Yeah.
I love Jim Nance, sexy, sultry voice. The Masters brings it out. I know you heard it last week. It's just friends, the master. Like,
Mhm.
yes, we do know that. But in the same vein, there's also Jim Nance is starting to kind of inch up. He's been on there since like the mid 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my question is what are these, networks and these various outlets doing to usher in this new wave? You know what I'm saying? This new wave so
Right.
that they can learn from the Jim Nances and the Dan Hickses of and the Mike
Right.
Tiricos. Mike
Yeah,
Tirico's the only
100%.
brother we got calling golf, like
Hmm.
that's it.
I mean, that's true. And I think when we talk about the evolution of golf media, it's not always just like diversity. It's not racial diversity.
Yeah. Oh,
Um, it's the age of people working there, different generations. It's men and women. And so the one thing that I do love about what I've seen this last year of growth within golf, the golf industry is the age of people working, like even just social media stuff, I just feels relevant. It's something I can relate to. Um, like I saw something on Golf Channel, I think they posted it. And it was just funny memes that I could relate to and I enjoyed. And I'm like,
yeah.
okay, like I'm connecting to this. Whereas growing up, obviously, golf is always known for having that disconnect of generations. So that
Mhm.
is one part of the evolution that I'm at least enjoying and appreciating seeing happening in the industry.
Well, it's funny too. We're starting to see people via Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. TikTok is.
That's
I'm
a
not
whole
on
other world
TikTok.
that I
I'm
know
not on
nothing
TikTok.
about.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm
I
staying
didn't even
away.
get to touch
I
TikTok.
feel
Yeah, I'll
like if
leave
you
that for
over
the
30 is like question mark for
what do they
TikTok.
call them? Generation X? What
Which one? Who?
generation
The current one or the
below
previous?
after millennial? It's
Gen
Z.
X.
Oh,
X
see,
or
I can't even
Y
keep up.
is Y. I think.
X,
I don't know.
Y,
It doesn't
Z,
matter. All of
one,
them.
two, three.
The one
Yes,
below the
that one.
millennials. That's what we'll call it.
Whatever ones are on TikTok. I don't know if I should figure it out or not, but maybe I'm becoming that disconnected golf person or like social
Right.
media person. I feel like I'm that person now and it's scary.
But the great part is we no longer have to get golf from a network, like
Right.
updates and scores, the traditional stuff. But also like, the scratch TVs where they go out and just do different stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Though,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Eric Anderslang go overseas and do some stuff at the Mura Golf Factory with, that
Yes.
family and take us with him. Right.
Yes.
And I do enjoy the fact that these content creators can open up the eyes of a lot of people and thus
Mm-hmm.
grow the game too. Because
Yes.
for so long we've looked at
Absolutely.
Golf Digest and Golf Channel to
That's all
to
you
grow the
have.
game or to grow
Yeah.
the game. How you gonna grow the game
With
around the
two
same
channels.
people?
Yes.
We're interrupting this episode because Shy and I want to tell you about something that's changing the way that we practice putting at home.
That's right. We use the Perfect Practice putting mat, which is trusted by more than 100 tour pros.
The Perfect Practice putting mat makes it easy for you to practice at the crib or at the office. Plus, it's kind of dope too. Like you can display it proud, like have it wherever you want to, but just use it before or after you're around and you'll make more putts.
If you're serious about shooting lower scores and you just want to stay in the house, the Perfect Putting Mat is what you need. It's the one golf item you'll buy this year that will change your game.
Go to perfectpractice.golf and use the code BirdiesNotBS to save you some loot. Hey, you're going to save 15% on your order. Who don't want to do that? Head to perfectpractice.golf to start draining more putts.
No, I agree. And I think what's so special about social media and influencers or whatever they're called is that everybody has kind of their own network or their own following, their own story. So you're seeing golf in so many different perspectives
Yeah.
that you don't get on channel 44, that you don't get
That sound like
online.
regular ass cable, Shy. You was channel
You know
44.
what?
It's like 1822.4. That's the new station.
HD,
Yeah, right. You talking
whatever.
about some digital over the air stuff where you gotta have
Look,
an antenna
channel
over it. I'm
44
used
is
to it.
all I need. Okay.
But
but
y'all,
but yeah.
if these networks, like, what can these networks do besides bring us on? You dig to
Mm.
to really grow the game? Because not even like, and when I say grow the game, I'm meaning being representative of the population. I think that's what I mean, right? When I say like diversity in this context, to be representative of America, like where we are. So
Mhm.
what can they do? Like, again, besides, hit us up, let us know, slide in the DMs, etc.
Honestly, I think they're trying. From what I've seen the last few months, I've seen some former players come on as commentary,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
mixing up perspectives, age
Was it
again.
Stacey Lewis came on for the LPGA, right? I think she did an event.
Morgan Pressel.
Morgan Pressel a couple months ago.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Morgan
Stacey.
Pressel has been doing commentary, and I think that that's just so refreshing. It's nice to have that player perspective. She's also still playing, so you kind of get that
Oh, she's
um, just interaction of player perspective again. But I think they're trying, and maybe it's something that just takes time. But I'm at least seeing moves.
Yeah, I saw Troy Mullins doing some stuff for Golf Channel.
Right.
Not to keep saying Golf Channel, but I saw her, and that was refreshing. That was exciting to see. And I've seen her
Yeah.
do some stuff with Gary Player that was put out because we need that. We need that. I need to see people that look like me. So, because damn it, this game white. That's just I know. Look, this is a very Caucasian sport, very elite sport, and so I want to see some people that look like me talking about the game that I love too. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what it's
Yeah.
about, man.
Yeah. And what I love too, again, what we've noticed in the last year, exhibition matches like the match,
Yeah.
getting athletes out playing golf and showing personality and entertainment, different sides of golf that we don't always get when you're watching
Mhm.
the Masters,
The
which we
man,
all
the Masters.
love. But most people are not going to play Augusta National. Most people are going to play golf like Charles Barkley. And I think that that's what a lot of people want to see. They want to see people talking shit. They want to see some bad golf shots, something they can relate to,
Right.
and see this. Okay, this is the golf I play. This is why I love to play. This is why I hate to play. But I love seeing that in golf media is just showing the wide range of golf skill, shit talking. Because that's what we do every weekend, most people.
Yeah, and the thing is, when Charles came on to talk about golf media, it gave the broadcast a little something. Oh, first of all, you said the match. There was a certain young lady that was broadcasting from that event that also gave it a little spice. I don't know if you know her or not, but
What's her name?
I don't know. It's I think it's like Shaisha. I don't know her name. I forgot. Anyway, but she was great. That girl was fantastic.
Thank you.
She hit her marks and everything. But like, to your point here, shit talking, Charles Barkley was holding it down, man. I feel like this bar stool kind of fratty shit talking culture.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know it's
not
a
a
bad
fan of
analogy. It's a
that,
bad
but
analogy. But what I am saying is, at the end of the day, they real. They say what they want to say without fear of the PC and those types of things. So can golf do that? Can golf become non-PC?
I mean, I would like it to without the misogynistic side of it
Yeah,
because
you ain't
I
gonna get
feel
that.
like we definitely get that. But I totally get it because again, it's a sport we love to play. We play with our buddies. We play with hoodies on.
Now
It's
we
a
do.
lot more just laid back, casual with your friends, and that's what we need to see in golf media and just different matches, content, everything all around.
But what I find interesting with golf media is golf media has a very interesting uh, lane, right? They can do like one of two things. They can make stuff cool, or they can make stuff like, nah, that ain't it. And I feel like last year or was earlier this year, I feel like COVID, everything just ran together. But
Yeah.
when you go back to the hoodie gate, right? This conversation around a hoodie, pieces of fabric with, a hood. But what we,
Which
I
is
don't know
a
if you,
very functional piece
it's
of clothing, might
very
I
functional,
add.
extremely functional. But I found golf media to be interesting during this kind of debate, this hoodie debate, because there was half the media that was like, this guy's wearing a hoodie. Can you believe it? And the other half was like, yo, this was dope. Did you see the dude wearing a hoodie? You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I feel like when you're on that kind of teeter totter on the topics, you got to be careful because you really can discourage. You know, you got to be careful because you
Yes.
can discourage people by how you approach
Yes.
certain topics. Like the hoodie thing, there were some very people. There were some old cats, some PGA khaki blue suit wearing cats that was like,
Mm-hmm.
this is not at my course. And there's some other cats was like, finally.
Mm-hmm. So I have a question. When you do bring that up, what do you think is the responsibility of the golf media? I mean, like you said, they could deter you from wanting to dress how you are comfortable dressing, or they could encourage. I mean, is it opinion based? Is it some type of standard that they should meet? Like, I don't know, because
I don't
I do see, I
know.
guess, yeah. What do
We
you
get
think their
enough
responsibility is
we
and
get
what they
enough
cover and
Fox
how they
News
cover it?
and CNN and these sides of the spectrum. Golf needs to keep its ass in the middle. Like keep your ass in the middle. Like just what is it? Journalists is like who, what, when, where, and that's it. You ain't got to give a
Mm-hmm.
why. That's an opinion. That's a judgment based statement.
Right.
Hey, this dude had a hoodie on, and then let the comments go. Like you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Just let the man. I
Give
don't
the
know how you
facts and let the
how
people
you
just react to the facts.
because the people gonna react.
Yeah.
They gonna talk and they gonna hide behind their thumbs and be on the damn thing. And but I just want media to give golf a little coolness. You know, every time you see a golf media, welcome to the 18th hole of the XYZ golf tournament. Here we are. It's like, yo, come on, man. Relax. Unbutton your top button, pull it out
Yes.
just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I
chill.
agree.
Like,
I agree. I mean, I'm thinking now other sports and how they're like, I love watching um the TNT coverage of NBA games. I love watching Charles and Shaq. And I love those Ernie.
yeah,
It is cool. They're wearing their suits. They're obviously professional and they're dressed up, but they have style, they have flavor, they have personality.
yeah,
It's very entertaining to listen to them talk
mm,
about the sport. And I
yeah.
do feel like golf is missing that.
Golf is missing that just a touch. And there's just there's a certain swaglessness to golf
That sounds
media.
horrible.
There's a
How sad. That's so
there's
sad.
a certain swaglessness that they just lack. I mean, but again, we're talking about a game that was designed for the elite, the rich. We're talking about a game that has practiced exclusionary tactics. Let's be honest. And I have to bring this up because the people don't understand it, and it drives me nuts. There was a Caucasian only policy on the PGA Tour till 1961. That was
Yeah.
1961. That was not long. My parents was alive in 1961. They was teenagers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like not so long ago we couldn't play this game, and when now that things are starting to open up and relax, and we're getting a little more diversity on tour, I now want to see more coverage. Like when's the
Right.
last time you saw Harold Varner like really have some TV shine?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's a big miss. I think it's a huge miss because we want to see our heroes. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we want to see. I don't care if he's middle of the pack and it's Sunday. He's made a birdie somewhere. Show me.
Mm-hmm.
Show me. And like I
Yeah.
think that's another big miss. Like show people on the coverage.
Yeah. Multiple people, not just the same 8 people all day every weekend. Um,
Let's go
I
back
was
to
gonna
18.
ask you.
Oh, let's go
Oh,
to
I was gonna
16.
ask
Let's go to
you.
17.
I was gonna ask you, what do you think? Because golf is a very traditionalist sport,
Mm,
right? And I think that's where it's difficult to be like the NBA because it just has that deep tradition.
yeah.
So how do you think golf can keep that, but still evolve? Like we've been talking about, how can it truly evolve in how it's being covered while still keeping that traditionalism, but just growing somehow?
In my opinion, when we talk about country club culture, there's only going to be certain people that can go to the country club. So let's just disregard that subset of people, country clubbers. Now, if you look at NBA, I like how you paralleled it earlier with Ernie and Shaq. Charles, they got some swag. They dress in their own kind of flair. They bring a certain attitude to the game. Now, if golf were to do that on the coverage side, I think we'd see a lot of more of the public golfers really gravitate toward the information that's being conveyed. It's like, oh snap! Did you see Mike Tirico's J's he had on? Like, when's the last time somebody said that? Yo, Mike Tirico had some J's on last night. Hey man, he had on some he had a coochie sweater on too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not
Why coochie though?
I was looking at Mike Tirico and the Biggie Smalls, and they came together, and Coochie was birthed. But if we could take a little bit of the TNT,
yeah,
mix it with some golf, and bring in a few other folks that look like America, I think we got something with golf media shot.
Man, I think that would be so fun. I would watch that. I don't watch a lot of golf coverage. I would watch that though.
You golf media, you're supposed to be watching the coverage.
Okay, I watch golf course, whatever, the play on Sunday. But in terms of, 9 a.m. or after the tournament's over, I'm not really watching the highlights. I'm not really watching the recap. I'm watching live golf, but that's about it. And so I think, again, that's where we can grow, of just truly having entertainment, having people drawn in to watch not only the live golf, but let's listen to people recap about it and be entertained and not just so buttoned up and proper and country club. Like, just chill out. Chill out.
And the last thing I'll say, Sha, before we get out of here for this episode, I honestly believe that those events like the Diamond Resorts, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, the American Century Championship, when you go out and you see athletes, and you see entertainers, you had Ray Allen was competing, Aaron Hicks was competing there at the Diamond Resorts. For me, as a golf fan who also likes athletes and respect athletes in different sports, it was really dope to see, an Aaron Hicks and a Marty Fisk with Ray Allen, and there's a bunch of, and I'm leaving everybody out. I'm sorry. But I enjoyed that. From a viewing perspective, because how many people that are Ray Allen fans can see him on a whole different channel? He ain't on TNT, ESPN, ABC. He's on Golf Channel. You want to see Ray Allen? You got to see him on the Golf Channel this week. So I feel like if golf media can start to bring in more and more celebrity type of events where they're crossing culture, because it clashes there. You got your country club cats, you got your athletes, you got your people with swag and the swaglessness people that's out there. You bring them together, and I think you got some magic, man. Diamond Resorts was fun to watch.
Yeah, no, those events are fun. And luckily with golf, there is so much that you can do with those types of events. And golf is such a unique sport. Everybody can play it. So why not take advantage of that? Bring these celebrities, music artists, athletes, bring them in, show them hitting some good shots and some bad shots. And I think everybody would love it. I know I would love it. So hopefully we can, hopefully that's the direction that we're moving. Obviously, always giving competitive golf and elite golf a platform, but there's so many other aspects to golf that we can definitely highlight.
It's the intangibles. I think you said it best, Shy. Hey, appreciate everybody rocking with us. Birdies Not BS. Hey, listen, subscribe, follow. Shy, tell you where to go to get all that socials and stuff.
birdiesnotbs.com. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at birdiesnotbs. So follow us, like our things, and send us messages because we'll reply sometimes.
Send messages, girl.
DMs, messages.
You mean to the Instagram, not to yours?
Yeah, no, never to mine. We covered that the last 2 seasons, Doug.
I know, but I'm not gonna let it die. But hey, until next week, Birdies Not BS. We out here. Holla.